Children, I have got an idea about atom and its structure, and we are finding how to find out atomic mass and atomic number. Next we have to go for molecule. Molecule is entirely different from the atom. Atom is made up of only one kind of element, but molecule is not. Only one atom can be seen in the element. That is, only one number is present, means that we are saying as atom. More than one atom combined together, that is known as what? Molecule. Molecule is the combination of more than one atom by the chemical force. The chemical force is known as what? Chemical reaction. For example, if oxygen is there, that is, this is the symbol of oxygen. This is only one element. Suppose here O2, that is two oxygen present in that, two atoms of oxygen present in that, that is known as what? Molecule. This molecule further we can classify them into homo molecule and hetero molecule. On seeing the name itself, we came to the conclusion homo means what? One. Hetero means more than one. That is, if you have seen the molecule, that is what I said already, that is combination of more than one atom by electric force, but chemical force. That is known as molecule. If it is made up of only one atom, that is homo molecule. For example, oxygen. Oxygen atoms combined together, there is no other element, that is known as homo molecule. Hetero molecule means more than one element. For example, H2O. That is here hydrogen as well as oxygen. Here two different element you have seen. Like that, if two different element is present in one molecule, it is known as hetero molecule. So homo means it's made up of only one kind of atom. Then hetero means more than one kind of atom, maybe two or three like this. So sulfuric acid means it is poly. H2SO4 here, hydrogen 2, sulfur 1, oxygen. Totally how many elements are present in that? Three elements. That is hydrogen one element, sulfur other element, second element, and oxygen is third element. So all the three elements are joined together. That is also hetero molecule. So further we can divide the homo molecule and hetero molecule into monoatomic, mono, di, and tri. Monoatomic molecule, that is mono molecule, di molecule, and tri molecule. Mono example only I said oxygen. Diatomic molecule we can say hydrogen and oxygen together. Triatomic molecule O3. For example, how many oxygen elements are there? Three oxygen elements are there. O3 is otherwise known as ozone. So ozone has three numbers of atom. So this is tri molecule. So homo molecule itself, homo means same element I said, hetero different elements, different atoms of different element combined together and become hetero molecule. So molecule is made up of more than one atom. If it is made up of same element, it is homo molecule. More than one element, that is hydrogen and oxygen together, two elements are present in that, like that, it is hetero molecule. So we can find out the molecular weight also by using a calculation. So see some examples here. Page number 94. The number of molecules, atoms present in that, it is known as atomicity. So atomicity of oxygen is 2. Atomicity is the number present in how many numbers, how many atoms present, it is known as what? Atomicity. Here atomicity of oxygen is 2. Atomicity of water is 3. How it is 3 means here 2 hydrogen atom, 1 oxygen atom, altogether 3. And atomicity of sulfuric acid is hydrogen 2, sulfur 1, 2 plus 1, 3, oxygen 4. So 2, 3, oxygen 4 means 7. So atomicity of sulfur is 7. Like that we can find out the atomicity. So we can find out the relative molecular mass. Mass means you know well, that is the weight. Relative molecular mass means any other element, whatever the element may be, you want to find out the mass of the element, we can compare with carbon atom. Carbon is the simplest atom, by using that we can find out. So now we have seen what is molecule, that is more than one atom. More than one atom combined together by the chemical force is known as what? Molecule. The molecule may be homo molecule and di molecule I say. Homo or hetero. Homo means same element, hetero different element. Further we can see how to find out the molecular mass. So molecular mass can be found out by using base relative molecular mass, that is otherwise known as what? RMS. R for relative, M for molecular, mass, RMS. So we can find out RMM, relative molecular mass. So relative means what? We are comparing with other thing is known as, if anybody says we are saying somebody, they are relative to us. Then we are saying what kind of relation between us? The same like relative molecular mass. Here we can take this carbon as the base one. By keeping carbon as the basic one, we can compare any other element mass with the carbon. That is carbon atomic number is 12. So 1/12 of the carbon atom, we can keep this one as a basic and we can compare with the other element and find out the mass. That is, for example, you want to find out the weight of oxygen. You must know the molecular mass of oxygen. Oxygen is what? Molecular mass of oxygen is 16. That should be compared with carbon atom 1/12. So we will see an example here. For example, you take sulfuric acid. What's the formula for sulfuric acid? It is given in page number 96. H2SO4. This is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is otherwise known as king of chemicals. Here, how many hydrogen atoms there? 2 hydrogen atom, 1 sulfur atom and 4 oxygen atom. So every atom has the number, atomic number. For example, atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Sulfur is 32. Oxygen is 16. So hydrogen, how many hydrogen atoms there? 2 hydrogen atoms. So 1 is to 2, 2. How many sulfur atoms there? Only 1. So 32 is to 1, 32. Next, oxygen 16. How many oxygen there? 4. 16 plus 4. 4 6 are 24, 64. So altogether you are saying means hydrogen only 1 H2. 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 4 8, 98. So molecular mass of sulfuric acid is 98 grams by 1/12 of carbon atom, carbon mass. Like that we can find out molecular mass of an atom. So that nothing else, we have to know the formula of the element. Then we have to see the atomic number of each and every one. By calculating that we can find out molecular mass of an element. We are comparing this mass with the carbon. Carbon is the standard element. It is known as relative molecular mass. This relative molecular mass will be very useful to us to find out the calculation. Calculations are based on relative molecular mass only. So before that we will see the thing. What are the differences between atom and molecule? What are the differences? Can you guess? Atom, molecule. You can differentiate. Generally in the science and whatever the subject may be, they will ask like this only. What are the differences? What are the similarities? Atom is the simplest particle. Molecule also simplest particle only. It is made up of only one. It is made up of more than one. It is very reactive. This is not reactive. It can take part in a chemical reaction. It may not take part in the chemical reaction and it may take in the chemical reaction. So what are the differences between? It is the smallest particle of single element. It is the smallest particle of more than one element. It is highly reactive. This is not reactive. Third point what I said, it may combine to it, it may not combine, but it combines with element or some other element and become a molecule. It takes part in the reaction, it does not take part in the reaction. Totally 4 differences there. Now next one we have to say Avogadro number. Avogadro number, it is mainly for the gases only. So elements can exist in solid, liquid and gas. We have given definition already. Solid means rigid, liquid is watery and gas is vaporized. So this Avogadro formula and Gay-Lussac law, this is mainly for gases. So what is Avogadro number? Avogadro number is nothing. It is found by a scientist for the calculation of the numbers. Now we have to see Avogadro number. This is nothing else, 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. This is applicable for all the gases because this is nothing else. This is the number which is found by the English scientist, 6.23 into 10 to the power of 23. This is Avogadro number. By using this we can find out the volume of all the gases. So this Avogadro is an English scientist. He found this number. But what is the use of this number means? By using Avogadro number, we can find out in any reaction how many elements are take part in that. So what are the elements of take part? In what ratio it is, either in the form of atom or molecule. What is the atomic number, mass number? We can find out everything by using Avogadro number, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. So as per the Avogadro hypothesis, then whatever the thing they are finding out, there is some hypothesis. Already we have seen postulates of atomic theory, the same like Avogadro hypothesis, that is equal volume of all gases. Whatever the gas may be, all the gases is purely for gases only. Avogadro hypothesis. According to this, equal volume of all gases under the same condition of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. That is equal volume of all gases under the same condition of temperature and pressure. Here temperature, that is T, pressure and volume. These three are very important for gases. Temperature and pressure and volume. As per Avogadro hypothesis, we can say what is Avogadro hypothesis means equal volume of all gases under the same condition of temperature and pressure. It contains the equal number of molecules. So whatever the gas may be, by using Avogadro hypothesis, temperature and pressure is same means the volume of gases will be same only. Different gases also have the same volume. This is known as Avogadro hypothesis. By using Avogadro hypothesis, we can find out what are the uses. Application means what? What are the uses of Avogadro hypothesis? So by using this, we can easily understand Gay-Lussac law. It explains Gay-Lussac law. There are many laws. We are not studied about this law, but anyhow it is only for the gases. It explains what is Gay-Lussac law. Next one, it helps in determination of vapor density. Find out vapor density. That is how much the gas is densed. The same like it helps the relation between molecular mass and vapor density. We can find out what are the VD, vapor density. This is molecular mass, this is vapor density. So what are the application of Avogadro hypothesis mean? It explains the Gay-Lussac law. It find out the molecular formula of gases. It determines the relation between molecular mass and vapor density. It helps to determine the gram molar volume of all gases. Whatever the gases may be, you can find out by using Avogadro Gay-Lussac law. We can find out the volume of all the gases by using this Avogadro number. Relationship means we have to say here which is based as the molecular mass, we have taken carbon as the based element. Here we have to take hydrogen as the based element because hydrogen is lightest element. The lightest element is what? Hydrogen. For the gases, the two, hydrogen exists in the form of gas. Based on the hydrogen element, we can find out the vapor density and molecular mass of the gases. 5 minutes. We can derive the relationship between vapor density and molecular mass. Vapor density is relative molecular mass. This is the formula we should keep in mind because 2 mark calculations will be. By 2. Vapor density, we want to find out the vapor density of any gases. We have to find out the mass of the gas and it should be divided by 2. If you are finding like this, we can find out the vapor density. Suppose in case they are asking relative molecular mass, you have to find out the relative molecular mass. Instead of dividing, you have to multiply. 2 into Vd is equal to relative molecular. So, this is the formula you should keep in the mind. To find out the vapor density, you have to say relative molecular mass by 2. Any gases, it is applicable for all the gases. Then relative molecular mass, opposite reaction, that is instead of dividing we have to multiply 2 into vapor density. By using like that we can find out the relative molecular mass. So, in this lesson you know what is atomic structure, what are the subatomic particles, that is proton, neutron and electron, how we can find out the atomic mass and atomic number. Now they will be helpful in the calculation. We have seen molecular, what are the differences between atom and molecule. Then how to find out what is Avogadro number. Then Avogadro number is helpful to find out the, by using Avogadro number we can find out Avogadro hypothesis, that is useful for all the chemical calculation. And finally, we are by using this formula vapor density, we can find out relative molecular mass by 2. By dividing like this we can find out the vapor density. By using this formula we can find out vapor density of a gas as well as relative molecular of a gas by using this formula. So, it should be in memory. How we are using formulas for the maths the same like we have to use this one for chemistry. So, we have completed the second lesson successfully, that is atomic structure. It is a very important lesson. Thank you, children.